Yes, my next vehicle I'm working on right now, the EV9. Had the opportunity to get it out and take a test drive. That's what I'm doing today. Test drive day. This is not one of the top models, but that's okay. I'm just driving it to get the feel for it. So, yes, and brown. There's the instrument panel, all the stuff to go along with it. And it looks cool. Looks cool, man. This will be a one-to-one exchange because right now I'm currently in the Telluride. So going up to the EV9 will be the next step. I feel like I'll be doing a one-to-one exchange. Yes, indeed. Only thing is, it's not built here, so you can't really take care of the tax credit, but I think I have a way around that that's gonna make it doable. I'm just, for the first time in my life, I think I'm gonna finally lease a vehicle. It'll lower on the payment, plus I'll be able to take advantage of that tax credit. And then later on, in about 2 years, I'll do a 2-year lease. That way it goes by quicker versus 3 or 4 year lease. And then by that time, probably upgrade. They'll probably have a newer model. So then I'll just jump into one that I'll finance or pay cash. You never know what might happen in the future. I might win the lottery. But anyway, I will upgrade and get my own model. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna probably add features to it by that time and maybe change the style. Who knows? But I know they're gonna constantly upgrading these things because that's what they do. But right now, I'm just gonna take this baby on the highway and see what it's like. Take it for my own personal test drive. They tell me I can just do whatever. So that's what I'm going. Because I definitely want to go electric. Tesla was on my radar for a long time, but ever since I got the Telluride and I got that size vehicle, it's like going back down to a smaller vehicle is not really my preference. And it's not like I have a big family and all. I just like the bigger vehicle. That's what it is. That's what I like about it. So yeah, I'm definitely in the EV9. It's awesome. Can't wait to really get it on the highway. So I'm gonna get my house ready for the charging infrastructure, all that good stuff. But this is probably gonna happen pretty soon. Not sure how soon, but it's gonna happen soon because I'm ready to do that transition. I've been ready to do that transition for a couple of years now, but you know, things never fall in place to make it happen. But now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time. But it's beautiful. Nice interior. The 12-inch display. Like the design of the steering wheel, flat on the top and flat on the bottom. I was pointing in the wrong. But yes, indeed, it's happening. And this thing picks up. I just like the power of electric. You know, you get all that boost at one time. Just get it all at one time, man. You touch the pedal and the car is just ready to go. Or should I say, this SUV. But you just get all that energy. You know, I've driven a Tesla. You know, Tesla have that that instant torque where you just kicks in and you get head back to the seat. This doesn't really have that, but I don't need all that. I don't need a whiplash. One thing I like about the Kia is they come with that driving feature automatically part of the package. So it's not like something where you have to purchase the self-driving feature. And it's not like one of those you have to subscribe to like GM where you have to pay a subscription to get that drive feature. This just comes automatically with the vehicle. It comes automatically, and that's what I like. And it doesn't really stop at stoplight and stop sign and do all kind of things like the Tesla can do. Tesla is a little bit more advanced. But with this, I can get on the highway, drive comfortable. I don't have to constantly steering, pushing on the gas pedal and brake pedal. It does what it needs to do. Stop in traffic. On the highway, it'll do stop and go where if the traffic is backed up, you don't have to constantly stepping on the brake and pedal. It just does it automatically. The car moves in front of you, it moves up. The car stop in front of you, it stops. On the city streets, like in my Telluride, it drives and stops just like it does. Sometimes it's hard time to see the road because, you know, the roads are not designed properly, but that's not really the fault of the car. It's just the roads need to be updated. You know, they need to be repainted and stuff like that. But I like the fact that, you know, you have a vehicle that sits on the road and it just drives itself. It's the beauty of it. You know, some people don't get used to that and it's like not their cup of tea. I get it. But for me, I'm cool with it. I like a vehicle that drives itself. It give me a chance to relax and enjoy the ride, like I'm being chauffeured, even though I'm in the driver's seat. But it is definitely sweet. Like I said, I've been wanting to go electric for a long time now. But it's time. It's time. It's time to pull that trigger and stop hesitating. So I'm doing it. I'm definitely gonna do it. But yeah, like I said, and there's the instrument panel. What I just say, Telluride? I meant EV9. I'm so used to Telluride because that's what I drive. But that's the instrument panel. See, I got the self-driving feature turned on right now, so it's steering and staying in lane, and it's keeping a speed limit, highway navigation, and that changes based on the speed if you set it that way. So it has the road changed to, if the speed of the road of the highway changed to 70 or 75, it automatically adjusts itself to that. If it drops back down to a lower speed, like say 55, it drops back down. It doesn't do that on the city road, but it does it on the highway. Automatically adjusts the speed based on the highway speed. So that's if you want to stay within the speed limit. You just set it to whatever you want to set it to. So it doesn't have to be that way. But it does a fantastic job steering, and it keeps up. I've taken mine through like construction zones where, you know, the roads keep diverting because they had to rearrange the road just for the sake of construction, and it stays in lane. And it's amazing for a vehicle that a lot of people don't look towards because, you know, they're like, Kia. And, you know, they turn up their nose. I get it. But I try to get my money's worth instead of getting a brand just because of a brand, you know. But I'm not knocking anybody who loves BMW and Mercedes and all that stuff. That's not my cup of tea, you know. To each his own. I like to get my money's worth and get a bunch of features in a vehicle that I like. And like I said, this is the reason why I'm going this route. Now, a lot of people say, you know, electric cars are expensive, but when you watch a lot of videos and stuff like that, like, you know, you'll see things like they say, oh, I'm not spending $80,000 on a Kia, for instance. Or I'm not going to spend even $70,000 or $60,000 on a Kia, but they're looking at the name. They don't understand that there's more to the name when it comes to a vehicle. One of the main things is the batteries, and that's the cost. The biggest cost of an electric vehicle is the battery. Now in time that will get better, you know, as they mass produce things more, then the cost of the battery will come less of a problem because it's being produced more. It's just like flat screen TV were expensive when they first came out, and now you can pick one up for pennies on the dollars. Much cheaper. So that will happen in the future. It's just going to take time. But an electric vehicle, no matter the brand, is batteries. That's where the main cost is at all times. Always the batteries. So don't look at it as a brand thing. It's just the cost of material. That's all that is. But in the long run, you got to realize you're going to be recouping some of that investment, because your maintenance cost is gone. There's no oil change, none of that stuff anymore. All thing you're doing is tire rotation and buying new tires when it's needed. Then gas. It doesn't matter what gas price is. You don't care. It can go to $5 a gallon. Who cares? Because you're not spending that. And that's over a year, you will see it adds up to a serious amount. So that goes away. Maintenance cost goes away. Only thing you're doing is plugging it in. And the cost, if you charge it during off-peak hours, is much less. Way less than a tank of gasoline. You know, when it says like $5 a gallon, you're not spending no gallons when it comes to electric vehicle. You're just adding mileage. Plug it in, and depends on how you drive. If you're a heavy footer, yes, you're gonna use up a lot more juice, but that's the same way with a gas car. You're heavy footer, you're gonna burn more gas, so it doesn't matter. And then your discipline is gonna be the same as a gas car. So you're gonna make sure that you charge the vehicle so it's ready for the road, just like how you charge your phone so it's ready for the next day. That's all. But your discipline change in a different way. You're going to look at your gas meter when you head out that morning, or when you're heading home, and make sure you get enough gas for the next day or for that day. Depends on how you like to gas up, morning or night. So discipline hasn't changed. But the benefit that I see is you can charge your electric vehicle at home. So skip the gas station lines. You go straight there, plug it in at your garage door. When you're at your garage, and you charge it up overnight, off-peak hours, so you get the best rate for charging. And your electric bill is not going sky high, because you're not charging every day, unless you're just, like I said, doing some serious driving. So depending on how your driving habits are, you're going to be charging maybe every 4 days or so. More or less, I should say. It's all depend on your driving habits. But all of that stuff is eliminated. That you going to the gas station, standing in line, trying to find the cheapest gas in town. All of those headaches go away. And you will always have, like I said, as long as the power is on. I understand sometimes you have power outage and all that, but that's not like a standard thing. It's not like the power is gone for days, unless there's a major storm. But if there's a major storm, then the power is just going to be off everywhere anyway. And for traveling's sake, you can easily find somewhere to plug the vehicle in. Sorry for all of that little hesitation, but I was trying to push the pedal to the metal, if you know what I mean. You can easily find places to charge your vehicle on your route, because most electric vehicles, I should say probably all of them now, has the capability to calculate how much it's going to take from your trip, start of the trip to the end of the trip, how much juice you're going to need. Because we can't say gas anymore, we got to say juice. The battery needs to keep you oh yeah, I just switch it to sport mode and I can feel the jerk. Yeah, it does have the little kick. Not as strong as the Tesla, because like I said, I've driven the Tesla, but this thing has a little kick. But anyway, the navigation system is going to tell you where you need to stop to get a charge, and it's going to plot it out for you, so you know exactly where to stop, plug in your vehicle, get a chance to get out and stretch your legs, so you're not in that sitting position for so long. Because you know what they call it, the sedentary position. I'm probably not pronouncing it right, but you know what I mean. It's unhealthy to sit for so long. I've done it several times, and yeah, back, leg, all that stuff hurt. Even your neck, because you just sit there. But it's good to get out when the vehicle needs a charge. It might take 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and you can get out, get something to eat, stretch, take a short nap if you have to, and make your trip a little bit more pleasant as far as your road trip. I've done many road trips, and like I said, I've done it where I'm just worn out when I reach the end of my trip. But I think it's much healthier. It's good for the environment. It's just better off overall. So that's my plan, and I'm glad I'm finally able to get something that's similar to what I am driving right now, because the Model Y was my vision, because I wanted something much bigger than the Model 3. You know, I'm a SUV kind of guy. Like I said, it's not about big family and all that. It's just what I like as far as vehicle size. So I'm loving this. You know, as I look around, it's just, yeah, this is me. I'm like more convinced now. Had my Telluride since 2020. I think November 2020. It's a 21st version, you know, because they always have the year ahead in the year that you buy it. So it's a 2021 model, but I got it in 2020, the end of 2020. So yeah, loving it. But it's time for me to make that transition, and I'm not worried. I mean, like I said, it's discipline. That's all that is. It's discipline. You just not worried about, oh, where I'm going to charge a vehicle, where I'm this, where I'm that. They're building charging infrastructures all over the place, and everybody's making a deal with Tesla now, because you know Tesla have the most charging stations around. So because of that, you know, you can find more places to charge your vehicle, because all of these, like I said, companies are trying to make a deal with Tesla to get their vehicles on the charging infrastructure, which is a good thing. So the future for electric vehicle is going to get brighter. Some might not see it now, or they don't want to jump on board. I get it, but I'm taking that leap. I'm taking that leap of faith, because I'm ready to just move over, make life a little easier, and keep some money in my pocket. It's a larger investment in front. Like I said, that battery is what the main big cost of an electric vehicle. But in the long run, you're going to get a return on your investment. And that's what it's all about. Return on investment. You invest now and reap the benefit later. But I'm definitely loving this, man. It's sweet. I'm convinced now. Like I said, I'm not really driving the top model version right now, but I'm not concerned about all that. You know, I'm just liking the fact that I have something that's gonna save me money in the long run. So that decision to move over is convinced right now as I sit here on this video and talk. It's convinced. When I pull the trigger is all gonna be depend on timing and is not really a big problem because I still have value in my vehicle right now that I can reap the benefit from. There's still equity, if you want to call it that. So I can transfer it because the value of my vehicle is still high, real high. So between what is valued and how much is left on the loan, the difference is where I will use to get this electric EV9. That is the plan. That is the plan. Anyway, I'm gonna jump off this right now because getting ready to head back to the dealership and return this loaner. They're giving me a chance to get a test drive, tell me to take it on the highway, drive it around, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So I'm gonna enjoy the rest of it as I head back to the dealer and bump some music. Couldn't play it during the video because, you know, copyright issue. But I'll let you know. Keep you posted, all right? So stay tuned, and thanks for watching. Make sure you're having a lovely day, and keep on having a lovely day. Don't let anybody ruin it for you, all right? Until next time, have a good one.